people are usually pretty interested with the price. I've never been someone who's been that interested in the price, you know. That hurts my writing, actually, because I see all these other writers that are writing about the price, and I'm like, this is what gets the views. But no, honestly, that's not how it really started with me. I think it was really this fascination of stateless money, like having lived in a context. And so I was born in China, actually. Probably shouldn't be saying my Chinese name on here or on live, but was born there, have a lot of interactions with the mainland. And so when you grow up in that context, and you realize the history of it, you know, even the very recent history, you'd say like 20, 30 years ago, right? Mm-hmm. You're talking about like absolute government control. You're talking about just, you know, leaders that are just able to deploy so much power and so many consequences for so many people. And to me, it's always been about like, how do you get away from that? How do you hedge against that? How do you defray against that? Bitcoin is a really important part. You separate money and the state. It's just so fundamentally important. And so that was kind of like the first part. And I was always trying to understand like, well, what part of this works into that? And so those are the kind of stories I gravitated to. I started doing a lot of coverage on not just China, I mean, different contexts. You know, I wrote about actually the Human Rights Foundation, there's the Feminist Coalition, Nigeria, you know, what happened with the Navalny Foundation when they started raising in Bitcoin because they had literally negative cash balances imposed on them by the Russian state, right? So these are the kind of stories that really, really appeal to me. And as you get down the rabbit hole, though, you realize like people are into it for like all kinds of different reasons. They come to Bitcoin from different places. I came to it from this like kind of more cypherpunk, you know, like really like reading like Hal Finney, really reading like, you know, can you use technology to, does it have to be a mechanism controlled by the state, or can it be something that the people can use, you know, outside of the state?
Yeah.
Right? So that's kind of like where I came from. And then along the way, you get wrapped up into all the different cycles, but that's still fundamentally, you know, I feel like that's still kind of like the fundamental issue at play here.